So day 2 kind of left off at me waking up, figuring out that this bear bag was stuck on the branch, and then I started my walk. So it was about a mile from the first road walk, which is a 4.5 mile road walk, and that was a pretty nice road walk. I had a guy pull over and ask if I need anything, which was super nice. Not really much of a shoulder, but you know, just wear your colors, be visible. And it was pretty early in the morning, and I think it was a work day. So yeah, it was a Tuesday. So that was fine. There wasn't a whole lot of traffic. There were a couple loose dogs, but they weren't really an issue. And it was a pretty short road walk. I realized though at the end of the road walk, when I saw that mailbox, you like are on a paved road for at least 2 miles, and you're on a dirt road for another 2.5 miles or so. You actually walk through like a recently timbered mountainside that has a bunch of like young pines or just completely clear cutted. But when I got to like the first actual pine forest and saw the mailbox to the left at the top of this hill, I was like, oh my god, a forest. Like, I'm not walking on a boring road. So that was really fun, or like nice to see a forest. And then yeah, so I signed the little mailbox log, and I think from that point, so that was about 5.5 miles into the day, and I think from that point it was maybe about 5 or 6 miles into the woods. So and the next road walk started at, I can't remember the exact name of the campsite, but it was something Mills campsite. And it was like maybe half a mile from the next road walk, which is a 12-mile road walk. And I got almost halfway through that one, and I called the POC to come pick me up. So I didn't quite realize it was a 12-mile road walk. I thought that I eventually kind of dipped into the forest a little bit, and I was just gonna camp there. So I did about 16 miles that day. And let me tell you, the climb up to Terrapin Hill, so difficult. And I think there were about 3 water crossings, no footbridges or anything, but I was able to rock hop across pretty well. You just gotta look for a good spot to rock hop. So, and then yeah, I got picked up by the POC, met Jive, Turkey, Yappy, and No Worries. They were all super fun. The latter 2 are actually still out on trail, so go them for being troopers. They both have through hiking experience, and they've got each other to keep each other company. But and it was actually the night that I earned my trail name, Pesto, because I overrode pesto in my pasta really badly. I wasn't paying attention, and I just like poured my oil in and then just dumped the whole packet of pesto in. And my noodles were also pretty cold because I didn't heat them up. I just cold soaked them, so I regret doing that. But I think that was because I thought I was gonna be camping in the woods, and I didn't actually end up camping in the woods, and I actually wasn't even intending to stay at the POC. But it was a pretty fun night, and I was happy to sleep in a bed and be warm. So I think that was pretty much day 2. The forest and stuff was really pretty, going through the like 5, 6, 7 miles of the actual walk that wasn't on the road. So that was nice. I saw a couple of deer, a lot of scat. I'm pretty sure it was between coyote and bobcat was the scat, but I'm still really not sure. And yeah, Terrapin Hill was a hell of a climb. It was just like straight up. No switchbacks, just straight up. Oh, and I saw bald eagles up there. They could have been vultures, but I think they were bald eagles. I think that is the wildlife recap for day 2. But yeah, it was really pretty. Road walk wasn't too bad initially. Like when you first get onto 53, it's a highway, which really sucks. I was super uncomfortable with that, but it was only like a mile or 2, and I was able to take like the neighborhood walk. But if you wanted to, you could continue on the highway to avoid walking your dogs. But the first couple dogs really weren't that bad. The first 3 that I saw, they were, I think it was like one chocolate lab, some sort of hound, and then a terrier or something. I don't know, but they were really nice. Like their bark was kind of aggressive, but their body language was like happy to see you. And the next dog I saw was a young little pit bull mix of some sort. and he was definitely just trying to defend his home, but he was a puppy, so I wasn't too worried. And obviously, like, I had my trekking poles out, but I had them up, so it didn't seem like I was as aggressive. And I feel like if you talk to the dogs, it helps with their aggression towards you. But that puppy was really sweet, and he let me pet it. All the first 4 dogs let me pet them, and then the next couple dogs I was a little worried about. The 2 or 3 on the next property had collars on, but I was super happy they did because they were aggressive. Like, you could tell that they were pretty aggressive. And then the next 2, they were good about staying on the property, and then one of them took their paw off the property, and I yanked out my pole, and I was like, get back, like, you're not, no. But that wasn't too bad. And the road walk that I did do was really pretty, though it was already starting. Like, I think the 13, 14 miles I'd already done were making my feet tired, and then being on like a hard surface, like a road, that was definitely pretty tiring. So that's when I called the POC, and it was kind of getting dark at that point, around like mile 16 for the day. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out what my plan is. So look, they had service, and they called, and I called, and they picked me up. Yeah, so that was day 2. Thanks.